What's up, guys? It's Rena. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to my channel, I guess, if this is the first video that you're seeing of mine. Welcome. Today I'm going to be replacing the spark plugs in my 2013 Scion FRS, GR86, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's all the same shit. I'm going to go ahead and start doing the spark plugs, and I will film it for you guys so that you can follow along if you need to know how to do your spark plugs yourself, or you are just bored and want to watch me replace the spark plugs in my car. I actually just beat the fuck out of my car when I was driving it. The motor and everything in there is still really fucking hot. So I'll be back in like 30 minutes once it cools down, because I don't really feel like burning my hands today.
20 minutes later.
I waited a little bit and hopefully it's cooled down enough to the point where I don't burn my hands off when I start working on it. I would highly suggest, first of all, taking off your watch if you have one, because you will scratch it. My point. And then also keeping your bolts and everything in the same place so that you don't lose them. I'm gonna go ahead and start on the left side of the car, and I grab my 10mm socket and then my 1/4 swivel head ratchet so that I can go ahead and start taking off these bolts right here. One right there, there's one right there, and then also there should be one right in the middle down there where you're not gonna be able to see it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this to them and get that shit off. Right, yeah, that one down there definitely is a little bit harder to get out just because there's not a lot of space. So I just went ahead and took out the other 2 bolts. And I'm just grabbing this one right now. Oh, now that I got all the bolts off this and everything, I'm gonna go ahead and move this over there. Just for a second, I'm not going to disconnect it or anything. I'm just going to move it over so that I'm able to have access. As you can see, those are the only bolts that are holding in the coil packs. So I moved the ECU over, chilling over there now so that I have space to get down in here. And if you can see that right, that one and that one. And I believe they are 12s, both of them each. So I switched over to my 12mm socket. Hopefully this fits and I can get this shit off. Before I start taking those out, because I just realized I'm kind of dumb, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shove that down right underneath there. I'm trying to break this first bolt on the coil pack to get it out so that I can get the spark plug. So I've decided to get creative. So if you can't break the bolt because you're a weak ass bitch like me, let me go ahead and show you what I did. Yeah, so first I go ahead and I put the ratchet on the bolt, and then I'm going to take the handle of my jack, and I'm going to go ahead and hold that like there. And then now I have more leverage so that I can break the bolt. So that was that easy. I'm going to go ahead and just hand screw it out. Alright, so yeah, there's one of the coil pack bolts, and then I'm going to repeat the same shit that I just did on this one to this one. Hopefully I don't have to use my jack handle again to break the bolt, but if you can't tell, I'm not really the strongest, so I'm probably going to have to, but it is what it is. I cannot break this one either, so I think you know what time it is. If you don't, then it's jack handle time, bitch. Oh. Alright, they should just pop off. See, lift that. But I've pulled out the coil pack, I'm gonna have to disconnect it. There's a little clip. All you do is that right there, you push in and you pull up, and it disconnects the clip. I'm gonna go ahead and try to use my spark plug socket. I'm gonna try to use that on my 3/8 drive. We're gonna see if it's too big or if it's usable. I'm gonna go ahead and connect my socket with my ratchet. Bitch. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna get to cracking and see if I can get this in there. Yeah, it's the next day. So yesterday I ended up having some issues. I didn't end up using my 13x18 spark plug socket because that shit was too thick and would not fit in the block. So I ended up going in with my 5x8 spark plug socket. That one seemed to fit. And so I ended up putting that in the block and putting my extension into it and then connecting my ratchet. But I got this. I got the socket stuck to the extension, so I could get the ratchet off of the extension, but I couldn't get the extension off the socket. So I ended up trying to pry the socket off of the extension with a flathead screwdriver. It obviously didn't work out. The sun ended up going down and it was too dark to film anything, and I couldn't really see what I was doing anyways. So right now, yeah, the extension and the socket are still stuck together inside the block. Now that it's light outside again, I'm gonna go ahead and try to separate them. Alright, so after like another 20 minutes of trying to pry the extension off of the socket with a flathead, it's not happening. So I'm fed up. You know, I was gonna try to do it this way where you don't have to like jack it up by the headers or anything, but I finally gave up. I'm giving in. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my jack, and I'm gonna go ahead and jack it up by the headers so that I can actually reach in there. I'll go ahead and show you guys what it looks like right now. So there's the extension, and then right there, you can't really see it very well, but that's where it connects to the socket. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get underneath the car and jack it up so that I can actually get this shit done. I gotta put the handle back in the jack. Drag this bitch over. Fuck, I just realized I'm on a driveway and it's slanted, so get a jack stand underneath there, and then I'll take you guys with me underneath. No, don't drop, please don't drop. Don't drop. Oh, ho, ho. All right, let's go to the other side. And take off this belly pan. That looks like a 12. I think they're all 12s. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock out these clips and bolts and get this bitch off. Neighbor right there just walked past and he was like, "Wow, you a mechanic?" And I said, "Yes, sir." Also peep the little Dutch drink, because you know I run on fucking coffee and hatred. And obviously vape juice as well, because I own a Subaru. So I got all those out. All that's left now is the clips on the sides. Got all the clips out without breaking any. It's really not that hard to do. I threw the belly pan over there in the rocks. I didn't take out my motor mounts. 14 mil bolt that's holding in the motor mount right there. And then that one right there as well. And from there, I'm gonna go ahead all the way back. Go ahead and take out this bolt and this bolt on the trans mount. Those are out. And now on to the bolts on the trans mount, which are also 14s, I think. Yep, they are. Okay, these are coming off next. And this is the part where I commit suicide. So, shout out to that, because yeah, I can't fit a ratchet in here. First of all, we're not going to talk about how fat the bun on my head is. Apparently, O'Reilly's is open until 7:30, so my ass is about to go to O'Reilly's for the second time today, and that is the third auto shop I've been to today. Yeah, we about to head back in the fucking boat, bro. We about to head back in the boat, and we about to go to another fucking store today. So let's go. I'm gonna go pick up a fucking 14mm wrench, and we're gonna crank out the bolt on the transmission mount that I can't reach with the sockets. Another
20 minutes later.
Finally got my little trans mount nuts off on both sides after way too long. So now that those are out, I can go ahead and jack up the headers. Finally. Right, so because I have a low pro jack, it's maxed out. To go let it down a couple inches on each one of the jack stands so that I can jack up the headers. Okay, yeah. Hello, life. Oh, fuck, dude, it's maxed. Okay. Well, all right, so I got it on the headers. Let's see if I can raise this bitch. Oh, shit. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Bro, no way. Oh, that's progress right there. This is dedication. Yeah, this did not want to come apart. And I'm gonna have a lot more space now that I jacked it up and shit. Update, it is dark out. And the spark plug socket that I was using was a 5/8, and I don't think that it is deep enough to actually grab onto the spark plug and pull it out. All right, well, it's currently like, I think 10:30 at night. As you can see, it's like pitch black the fuck dark out. I went to AutoZone and I got the right fucking socket to get my spark plug unscrewed. So yeah, now that I have the actual correct socket, which is a 14mm deep well spark plug socket, I can actually finish the job on the car. So yeah, I'm gonna get cracking back at it. Here we go. I went ahead and put my extension in it, and I'm just gonna feed that down into the head. I go ahead and crank out the spark plug and disconnect the ratchet from the extension. Okay, so I have my extension in there, and I'm just gonna unscrew it all the way. The spark plug should come out with the socket if I'm right. Please work. Oh, fuck yeah, bro. Got the spark plug out. It's pretty worn. It's a good 62,000 miles on stock spark plugs. Hey, so I'm actually editing the video right now, and I realized that I lost the footage of me putting the spark plugs back in. So pretty much all I did was put the new spark plugs into the spark plug socket and then cranked it in with the ratchet. And then I also went ahead and put my coils back in, and then the next clip that goes in should be just me tightening the bolts on the coils. So my bad, sorry. I'm gonna take my 10mm socket. I'm just gonna tighten it real fast. And I'm just gonna repeat the same process on the other side. I went ahead and let it down. All I have to do left on this side is put the ECU firing back up onto here. All the bolts back into the ECU firing panel. They are all tight. So I'm gonna take my jack. I'm gonna go move it so that I can jack it up on the other side of the headers. Got the ramp moved over, the jack moved over, and then it's on the headers. Yes, sir, it's jacking up. All right, let's go. Day 3 of doing my spark plugs. Repeat the same process that I did on the other side. All right, so I went ahead and grabbed that one right there. One spark plug. That only took like 15 minutes. This shit really isn't that hard. I went ahead and I got both of the spark plugs screwed in to the head. And now I'm just gonna re-put in the coil pack, and then I'm gonna start her up, and hopefully, hopefully I didn't break anything. Bolted in, clipped in, lowered the motor and everything, so the jack's not up on the headers anymore. Everything's back to normal in the car. Well, the belly pan's still off and everything, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to start it up. So here goes nothing. Ooh! Let's go! Let's fucking go! All right, now that it finally starts again, I'm so happy. Yeah, now that it starts and everything, I'm gonna go ahead and bolt up the belly pan and re-screw back in my trans mounts and my motor mounts, and the bitch will be done. So I'm so fucking excited. My work is finally done. And here we go. All right, so I got everything back together. So everything is done. Anyways, yeah, car is done. So there she be. And now that I've completely finished the car, I think it's time to go swing. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up one of my friends, Josh, and I'm gonna swing the boat. If you like the video, then like the video. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video, so I'm gonna go ahead and go swing my car on my new spark plugs, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.